A time when someone in a position of authority did something I disagreed with occurred when I was taking an art course, and we were all assigned to create a mosaic emulating one of our favorite works of art. My understanding of the assignment was that the only rule was that we needed to break the tile ourselves and then compose it into the work of art that we were trying to emulate. I went about breaking my tile in a very methodical way, trying to chop the tile into the exact size and shape that I would need to put it into my mosaic in the exact correct spot. Uh, my disagreement occurred when my teacher observed how I was going about this in a very scientific method, and she came over and scrapped all of my tile pieces that I had spent days cutting apart and breaking apart, telling me that I was doing the project completely wrong. I was initially very shocked and upset because my understanding of the project was that there were no rules and that I could go about creating my work of art in any way I wanted. And I was also very stressed to find out that the project was due in 2 days and I would have to start over. I also was upset that she just threw away my pieces before talking to me. And so after collecting myself for a few minutes, I went over and asked her why I was doing the project incorrectly and why I needed to start over. And she explained that the way an artist creates a mosaic is a much more organic process than the way that I was going about it. And that by creating the tile pieces and by the exact shape and size that I needed, I wasn't really immersing myself in the artistic process that I needed to do to truly meet the goals of this project. She offered to work with me to meet the deadline and show me kind of how to go about this as she would. And I explained that I normally go about things in a methodical manner, and she kind of understood after observing me that this is how I normally go about creating my works of art. And so for the next 2 days, her and I worked together to create this mosaic that turned out quite beautifully. And by the end of it, I really realized that working with her was totally to my benefit because I learned to create this work of art from a new approach. And I learned that I can go about doing things multiple ways. There isn't just one correct approach to do something. And I really learned that having the conversation with her to understand why she disagreed with the way that I was going about creating my work of art was super essential to coming to gain something for myself and go on to create something much better and that appeased both of us in the end.